Good morning, my lovelies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, good life. Namaste. Namaste, my peoples, my soul tribe. Today I'm going to read to you a little excerpt from my first novel, which is available for you to purchase right now. I'm going to post it on the links below. It's called Right Person, Wrong Time by yours truly, Michelle Elizabeth. You can purchase it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. So this part is called Forgive Every Day. You need to forgive your ex-husband every day, Daniela says to me over our complimentary continental breakfast, so graciously provided by the dingy motel we were staying in. Trying hard to keep my composure and not sound as pissed off as I felt at that judgmental statement, I take my time thoroughly chewing the bite of cheese Danish in my mouth and then take a sip of herbal energy tea before responding. Excuse me? I forgave him years ago. Damn. That still came out way bitchier than I had hoped. How is this super pretty, incredibly skinny 20-something who just met me yesterday gonna tell me what to do? She doesn't know anything about me. She doesn't know what I've been through. She definitely doesn't have any kids, so she doesn't understand how hard being a single mom is. She's so young that she probably doesn't know much about life at all. And how the hell is she so perky at 6 a.m.? Actually, it says, how the hell is she so damn perky at 6 a.m.? What is the deal? What is her deal? Obviously, I forgave Mr. X a long time ago. I mean, otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be in the same room with him or do holidays and family time together with him, right? Forgiving his infidelity was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I remember the day that he got dumped by the woman he left me for. We were technically still married at the time, but living at different places while waiting for our divorce to be finalized. There we were. Only a couple weeks left until our court date, and my husband is a total wreck over his mistress leaving him. He literally cried on his wife's shoulder, hysterically sobbing because of his girlfriend leaving him. Even though my insides were screaming and it hurt so incredibly much, I just held him and was there for him. I forgave my husband and looked past all the hurt, betrayal, rejection, anger, jealousy, and even the smug self-righteous, karma's a bitch. That's what you get for hurting me. Emotions that were threatening to swallow me whole, and I just held him and let him grieve a loss. After all, he's only human, an incredibly flawed one. And he needs to feel loved and appreciated just like anyone else. I reassured him and tried to make him laugh. A few weeks later, I tried to set him up with a beautiful young coworker of mine. I wanted to see him happy again. I don't know about you, but that sounds an awful lot like forgiveness to me. Who is Daniela to tell me anything different? She's just one of those crazy Jesus freaks anyways. So this is probably some lame attempt to save me or something, or recruit me for her church. Look, I know this may sound weird, but I feel called to reach out to you, she said. You seem like you have a good heart, and I don't want to see it shut down over your bitterness. Forgiveness is not a one-time thing. She pauses to take a sip of her tea. Sorry, you got interrupted. Anyway, okay, forgiveness is not a one-time thing. She pauses to take a sip of tea. Here we go. Here's the you need Jesus in your life crap I knew she was about to launch into. How on earth do I get out of this? But before I can think of anything else to say, Daniela continues. Forgiveness is a daily choice. When my husband left me for another woman, we were living in Thailand. He had gotten into a car accident, and when I was when I went to the hospital to take care of him, there was this other woman by his side already, holding his hand and nurturing him. Her family was all there too. It was such a shock to see all these complete strangers conversing in Thai with my husband as if they were old friends. After that day, he never came home to me again. At first, I let anger and hurt take over. I got incredibly depressed and angry. I had left all my friends and family back in the States to move across the world for him, move to a country where I didn't even know the language, and now I'm 23 years old and utterly and completely alone. I got so fat and miserable. It got to the point where I was out of breath just from walking up the flight of stairs to my apartment. One day, I realized that I was letting him control my heart and continue to hurt me by holding on to the anger. I chose to forgive him that day, and every day after that. Whenever I realized I was making a decision based on fear, anger, or insecurity, I had to stop and consciously decide to let it go. I know you and I only met yesterday, but we've had some deep discussions, and it's incredibly clear that you still carry the burden of the pain every day. I just wanted you to know that it's okay to let it go. Each time you are caught up in the past and feel the pain rising up, just forgive him and be your true self, not the person that you let the pain turn you into. I won't get too religious on you, but God's grace is all about the fact that He forgives us, even when we don't deserve it, when we don't deserve to be forgiven. And when you grant that grace to someone every day, you will also achieve a sense of peace. Okay, so I hope you guys like that. If you did and you want to read more, go ahead and click on the link below and buy my book. Okay, I gotta get going. Bye-bye, my lovelies. Have a wonderful, fantabulous day. Mwah. Namaste.